Will Levis has finally been named the Tennessee Titans starting quarterback, and Mike Vrabel finally made the right move. And I'm looking forward to this, guys, breaking it down right now. Hey guys, it's about time, right? Finally get to see Will Levis in action, knowing that he's the starter going forward, not knowing if this is just going to be a 1 or 2 game stint. He's got the reins. We're going to finally see what we have in the young gun. He's going to grow some confidence. He knows he's the starter now, which makes a big deal, a big difference, right? He doesn't have to worry about Ryan Tannehill lurking in the background, barring injury. Don't want that to happen. I'm excited. So you guys know I went to the Pittsburgh Titans game on Thursday night. And if you guys have never been to Pittsburgh Stadium, you should go. It's a good time. I didn't get hazed too much. I live in Buffalo area, so having gone to Bills games wearing Tennessee Titans jerseys, hats, etc., I gotten hazed and harassed way more in Buffalo than I did in Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh's a good place to go to. A lot of history there. Not as much tailgating as it is in Buffalo, but still it's a good experience. Now, like I said, if you guys have not been there, what they do in the fourth quarter is they play Renegade. The scoreboard will go black, and everybody is just, man, they get hyped for this. And the stadium gets so loud, and it's just amped up. The energy there is just amazing to feel. And the Terrible Towels are just going crazy. By the way, Terrible Towels, when they're out there and they're waving those things, it is cold, man. When you got 50 people right in your vicinity waving the Terrible Towel and it's already cold out, your temperature drops just a little bit more. But that experience is really cool. But the reason I want to bring this up is because everybody's pumped and amped, right? Now, I kept a particular eye on Will Levis while they were playing the song, while the fans were hyped. And guess what he was doing? He's just doing this. Nodding his head, got into the body motion a little bit. He was rocking out. He was jamming out to it. And they're backed up in their own end within the 5-yard line. He threw that strike. And it's just, this guy is cool, calm, collected. He has it. Whatever it is, Will Levis has it. I'm excited for this. I really am. Now, what's it mean going forward, right? Now, Tennessee's 3-5, most likely not going to make the playoffs. We do have an easier schedule going forward. We have Tampa Bay this upcoming week. I'll get into that breakdown later, but this is mainly about Will Levis, guys. I want to talk Will Levis. It's finally started. I'm cheating, by the way. I'm wearing Mariota's jersey because I want to just rep number 8 for Will Levis, but it's actually Mariota's jersey. I'll even show you guys there. Now, hey, I'm ordering his jersey, by the way, because I wanted to wait. How many of you guys have jerseys in your closet with a guy that no longer plays for Tennessee? I didn't get an A.J. Brown jersey, and I was really close to doing it, and I got Jeffrey Simmons instead, and hey, it worked out for me. Wish we still had Brown, though. Now, like I said, we're 3-5. This is a huge change for the franchise, for Mike Vrabel. And I didn't think Vrabel was going to make this decision. I didn't think he was going to do it because he's been boneheaded lately. He's been downplaying it, but at the same time, you have to look at it like this. He's not just going to say, Ryan Tannehill, whatever you've done in the past, no big deal. That's it. It's over with, right? He's allotting some more time, showing that he truly considered he's truly weighing his options, seeing what to do. I'm sure that meant more to Ryan Tannehill. But at the same time, I wish he would just name the starter and get on with it, right? Because we all knew it was coming, and if it didn't, then we were probably all calling for Vrabel's head, which I've seen people doing. Mixed feelings on that. I can do another video on that later. But I'm happy he made the call. And this is like I said, franchise-changing move. This is a head coach-changing move, kind of, right? Because if Levis starts to turn it on, and get even better than what we've seen so far, Mike Vrabel's here next year. If we lose every game from here on out, but Levis shows some growth a little bit, some progress, some promise, maybe they fire Vrabel. I don't know. Guys, when you're losing, things change. So we got to be prepared for that. Now, I want to see Levis continue to build. I like to see us keep Vrabel. I like to see us I have faith in Tim Kelly in the offense. I think the defense is a little more disappointing this year than I expected. I'm sure you guys are thinking the same as well. But let's get into some of this Will Levis stats, guys, all right? Now, like I said, he's calm, cool, collected. So far on the season, he has 60.3 completion percentage, 500 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 7.35 yards per attempt. Now, obviously, his best game came against the Falcons, and now he threw for 225 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 65% completion percentage, and that was obviously his first start. And, we beat the Falcons 28-23. What a way to have your rookie premiere go. Now, next game up, he goes in Pittsburgh. Remember, Pittsburgh, hostile environment. This place is hard to play at. Having been there, I could see that even more than watching it on TV, to be honest with you. I really saw how truly hard that environment is. And he didn't have one single delay of game, by the way. Ryan Tannehill, we all know he probably had 2. But that you don't see that out of a rookie, guys. We are watching a truly special quarterback, in my opinion, so far. Could things go completely south and he ends up being, bad? Yes. But from what I've seen so far, I love this kid. I'm a believer in him. I liked it when we drafted him. I have a video if you have not seen it. Scroll down. It's one of my first videos I ever made. Quality probably sucks, and I probably did a horrible job at editing it. But guess what? You should take a look. I did a good breakdown of it. So, second game, Will Levis, he threw for more yards, 262, right, compared to 238. But he also nearly led the Titans to a touchdown winning drive at the end of the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, he was picked off by Quan Alexander in the end zone, and the Titans lost 20-16 by the Steelers. But, like I said, in that game, he showcased his arm strength, athleticism. He's a gunslinger, guys. And, if you guys remember that play too, where Hopkins ran it, DeAndre Hopkins was running it, right? And Will Levis gets in the way. That's just awesome. I love that. I love a kid that's going to put his body on the line. And guess what else he did? He also, seems like he resurrected Kyle Phillips. Kyle Phillips came out of nowhere. This guy is getting the ball to different players, the right players. Guys are getting open, and they're just barely open. He's fitting them in. He's throwing them open. He's going to be learning from his mistakes. But the offensive line took a little bit of a hit, right, with MPF going down. So, but at the same time, he was under pressure all game long against the Steelers, and he got the ball out quick. I mean, TJ Watt was, if that was Tannehill back there, TJ Watt would have had 6 sacks probably. But Levis got the ball out quick, accurate, fast. Could really put some mustard on that ball, man. And guess what? When we get a quarterback that can throw the ball like that, it's going to open up King Henry, guys. I'm excited for what this means going forward. And like I said earlier, we're 3-5. Probably not going to make the playoffs. Probably not going to win the division. Is it possible? Yes. It really is. Now, what this means in entirety, right? We're going to give, and this is just my 2 cents, what this means for this season. We're giving Will Levis the shot to prove what he has, what he can do. Ryan Tannehill will be the backup. We probably won't see Tannehill or Malik Willis start for the rest of the season. We're going to see what Will Levis has. We're going to build around him. If he shows that he can be the guy, which I think he can, we're going to build around him. Most likely, we might be looking at top 15 pick, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what our record finishes at. And we do have a easier back half of the schedule. But teams like Jaguars are good. Houston's playing good. CJ Stroud just lit it up. And then next year, AR-15 is coming back. We're going to have a loaded division with young, promising quarterbacks in the AFC South. And the AFC South won't be a mocking division in the NFL very soon, if not now. They can't be the mocking division in the NFL. They're good. There's good teams in this division. And I like to blame Tennessee for that. Tennessee's been owning the division for a few years. And because of that, teams have had to get better. Teams drafted quarterbacks. When you're losing to the Titans twice a year, it's 2 games you're losing, right? And you're going to go fall down the standings. Jacksonville picked top 5 for how many years in a row, and they finally got their guy, right? So what happens when you lose and you're picking top picks all the time? You're going to build a team eventually, right? Or you just completely suck. And they did for a while. But anyways, this is where the franchise is going. We're putting our eggs in the basket of Will Levis, and I think we should. See what we got. We have $100 million in cap next year. I'm looking forward to that. I really am. We got guys like T. Higgins coming out. Man, I'd love to see us get him. He's a Tennessee boy too. Get him, bolster the offensive line. We're accruing draft picks, right? Later rounds. Maybe we trade some more pieces in the offseason. I don't know. That's to be determined, right? To be seen. But the future looks good. I feel like we finally have our guy. I feel more confident in Will Levis than I ever did with Mariota. And I'm excited, even though they both threw for 4 touchdown passes in their opening game. But if you guys say that, and that's your comment, let me just remind you, Mariota was throwing slants. Will Levis was throwing bombs, accurate bombs. So, big difference. I could throw a 5-yard pass, and the guy could catch it, and he runs it for 73 yards, and it's going to say, Chris threw the ball 73 yards for a touchdown. No, I threw it 5 yards. That guy took it 68. So, that's where I stand on that. I feel like that should be a stat in the NFL somewhere. It really should. Maybe that's yards per attempt. I think that's where they have it in there, right? But hey, anyways, guys, let me know what you think down below. Are you happy that Will Levis is finally named a starter? I am. I'm excited. Even if we lose the rest of the games, the rest of the season, I'm okay with it because I'm getting to evaluate our future. I want to see what this kid's got, and I'm excited. Super excited. I hope you guys are too. Comment down below. I always comment back. And if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment like I said earlier. Love it. Keep it coming. We'll talk soon, everybody. Tighten up.